Brantley Gilbert.
Brantley, how are you, buddy? It's been a minute since I've seen you in person.
It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you, man.
I look at you on Instagram sometimes. That's a weird way to say that,
What?
though. Yeah, it's a weird way to say that. I mean, I watch your Instagram and see what's up.
Hey, I'll take it either way, Bubba. I appreciate it.
I saw an alligator wrapped around your neck. What was that?
It was asking for it.
No, so you could tell me what happened. First of all, the picture is him and a gator around his neck. That probably had to be, I don't know how long with the tail. How long was that thing? 6 feet?
That was 8.
8?
Live gator?
I think he killed it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It was live before you killed it.
Yeah, but it earned it.
So what happened?
It was, well, I'm from Georgia. You know, I live about 15 minutes from Athens, and one of our rivals is the Florida Gators. And we were riding by in a golf cart, man, and he just was popping off at the mouth, you know. And it had to go down like that.
Okay, see. Now you're just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell for it.
No, I know. I was gonna let him just breathe. Have it for a second. Is it gator hunt?
Yeah.
And do you gator hunt with what? Like what munitions?
That was where we had a fishing rod and a knife.
Really?
Yeah.
So were you purposefully looking for gator, or were you out fishing and you saw a gator?
For all those folks out there with PETA, love yins. Were we looking for? Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you feel like it was dangerous?
With this guy we were with, I mean, he's been bit in the head before.
Really?
The elevator didn't seem to go all the way up.
Yeah.
But he was awesome, dude. I love him. We're going to do it again.
Is that scary?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really do reptiles.
It's big. I mean, it's big.
Yeah.
Think about an 8 foot long gator.
Yeah.
Wrapped around his neck, and I wouldn't even brought it up. It wasn't an Instagram.
Well,
Like, you're not going to jail for it. You put it on Instagram.
I don't have my Instagram password.
Oh, so somebody else put it up.
That one.
Now you can't take it down.
No.
Yeah. So you got a gator. I like that. I saw you holding a picture of ultrasound.
Yeah, brother.
How you feel about that?
Well, it's a little bit of a surprise. You know? But, dude, you know, God does his thing, man, and I really am excited. It took us both a minute to wrap our head around it.
You know, God doing his thing wasn't the only thing that happened that made that happen, right? Like, it was also Brantley doing his thing.
Birthday, bro.
I'm just saying, it wasn't just right.
You know what I'm saying? If Mama says okay.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But
That's happening every time.
Got it. But it wasn't just God. Like, you were involved.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Did you say it's Brantley doing his thing?
Yeah, but like, it wasn't just God. I mean, God had a big part of it, but you can't just go God was doing his thing because Brantley was also doing his thing. You know what I mean?
It's like 3 to tango.
Yeah. Do you feel like you?
Well, Brantley's wife and God.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
No, we got you.
I looked at her kind of funny.
He did. He looked at me funny.
How'd your wife tell you?
Oh, dude, this is kind of bad. So, we had like a little difference of opinion the night before, and I don't know if you've ever done this, but I had to leave that night. I was a little frustrated, so I shot a little frustrated text over, you know, from the barn before I left, and the next morning I woke up in a different state on the bus, and I looked down at my phone, and all she replied to it wasn't a rage text, but to my frustrated text, all she replied that morning was a picture of a positive pregnancy test.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, what an asshole. You know? It was bad news.
So then my question is because I feel like if that happened and my wife and I were about a frustration and she sent that, I don't know if I would automatically forget the frustration. Do you forget it and you automatically go like, we're happy, we're not fighting anymore? You do?
Absolutely.
It was good.
Especially with this one, too, because we didn't know it was happening. So it was a lot to wrap her head around. You know?
How long did
it
she keep
surprised me, but I don't have to carry it for 10 months.
Yeah. How long did she keep that secret from you?
I don't think she kept it long. She probably kept it in her pocket for a day or two.
She was waiting to the next fight. So my wife would have. My wife had been thinking ahead strategically. This new song, I see you have Ashley Cook on it. We like Ashley a lot.
Oh, man. She's a rock star, man.
Yeah. So we're about to play this thing. I don't know. Over when we're sober. I mean, you've been sober for so long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just kind of give me an idea about the song here.
Well, so we wrote the song at a retreat. We did a retreat at Lee Bryce's farm, and it was for an album with me and Jelly. We've been working on it for a minute, and we had a couple songs that it just weren't good for the two of us to sing together. This being one of them. If you can only imagine me and Jelly Roll singing this
Love
back
song.
and forth
Yeah, we'd
with
like
each
that.
other,
Yeah, we'd
you
like
know.
that.
You know, so we, you know, when we came out of there, it was one of those that I was like, man, you know, we were back and forth on which one of us might cut it, and I was like, hey, if you're not working on a release right now, like we could really use it. I love this song, and he was cool with it. So you know, next steps finding who to do it with, and yeah, everybody had ideas and brought them to the table, and they were all good ideas. And but Brock Berryhill, my producer, had worked with Ashley before, and turned me on to her. And man, the first thing I did was went and checked out her record, and it was like 24 songs. And I was like, that's impressive. Like, you know, I like big records. I'm a big fan of big records. And, you know, I listened through the album and saw that she wrote a bunch of it and heard her voice on it. And it was just like, man, you know, if we get somebody that's really setting the world on fire and coming up like she is, that'll work the song with us, you know, that's a big benefit. And, you know, her just being the rock star she is, man, she knocked it out of the park in the studio. And,
That's cool.
you know, all the content gathering we've done together, she's been awesome.
Question here. You know, I think you're a really nice guy. I've gotten to know you. When I first met you, I was scared of you, but maybe I should have been then, honestly. You know, when we first met, I probably should have been scared of you.
I'm teddy bear.
Now, yeah, can't be any more Teddy. Who in your career has been consistent with telling you their actual true feelings, like telling it to you straight?
Oh, man. You know what? I kind of encourage people to do that. So,
Who do you trust, though? Like, if they come and they're like,
Nobody.
Brantley. Now, nobody tells it to you straight.
No.
You don't trust
I mean, there's some people that tell it to me straight, but I don't trust anybody. I got trust issues.
But do you trust anybody to tell you when you did it right?
There are people whose opinion I value. My manager and my tour manager standing in there smiling or do a pretty good job of being pretty honest with me for the most part, unless they think it's going to put me in a really bad mood.
But you're a teddy bear. Didn't you tell them that? I'm a teddy bear.
Try to tell them every day.
You know?
Apparently, I'm hard to wake up, you know?
What about your shows? You have like booms and pals and stuff, and you ever get a little too close to the fire or
Booms and pals.
Yeah,
I
'cause
like that.
I don't want to be near booms and pals because I'll get lost. I'll be wandering. Do you have to have like where you can and can't go at certain parts of the show?
We have it taped off on stage, but every now and again, you know, you kind of worked up in the moment and forget there's tape there.
Yeah.
And it gets a little, you know, it trims my beard for me from time to time.
That's why we don't do booms and pals, even on this show.
So y'all should totally do pyro in here.
Yeah, this place would last about 1 minute. I think what's that, asbestos ceilings?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
our asbestos ceilings would go up immediately.
Can they still use that stuff?
No, that's you know, they haven't upgraded this place.
It's grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Brantley, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too. man.
Congrats on the new song. A new record. Are you working on a bunch of stuff? Is that
Absolutely, brother. We're excited. They won't let me tell the name of it yet or when it's coming out.
Booms and Pals?
Booms and Pals.
That'd be a good
baby.
one.
There
That'd
you
be a
go.
good one, yeah.
Booms and Pals.
This year or next year?
It's going to be this year.
Okay.
And we're excited, man, because it's been a minute. You know, we're ready to fire the jet back up and get back after it. So
We're excited, and when you put it out, you always got a seat in here, so come see us again.
absolutely.
And great to see you, man. Congrats on the baby, on the gator.
The 8-foot gator.
Yeah.
Oh, that
All
was
of that.
wild, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. The pictures, I just would want to have the picture. I mean, you want it to be your gator, obviously. But like, I want to be above borrowing his gator and wearing it.
No, you
It,
need to
it
go
looked
with me.
awesome. No, I'm not
Dude,
going. I'm not
yeah,
going with
you'd
you.
be
I have
fine.
no interest. No interest.
I'll be there.
Yeah, no, I have no interest.
That gator ain't got a thing on you, man. I promise.
I have no interest at all. Zero. But I have interest. I'm glad that you're here.
I appreciate
All
it,
right.
brother.
Brantley Gilbert, everybody. There you go.
It's a Bobby Bones show.